So I did a video on the top 10 anime found on Hulu, but that video really didn't do any justice to the anime found on this streaming platform, which can be a little bit better than Netflix at times. So I decided it's time to go down the rabbit hole again. Hey guys, this is Cal from Varistudiostv, the who's, what's, where's, when's, and tens of anime, and today we will be looking at 15 of the best anime found on Hulu. There will be some spoilers ahead, you have been warned, so without further ado, let's begin. Starting off our list at number 15, how a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom. Forget your overpowered shonen protagonist. How about something more realistic? If I were reborn into a new world without superhuman abilities and was looked upon by its people to save it, I would definitely start with politics. Though I know little about that. This show follows Kazuya, and as you guessed it, he's pulled into a new world where he has to save it. Rather than use awesome godlike powers, he uses his vast knowledge of social and political reform to rebuild the world. Its story is a little bit fantastic, but it's grounded in facts as well. And what would you do as a normal human being reborn into this particular world? It's a great watch, and I would recommend that you start off your Hulu adventure with this anime. At our number 14, the case study of Vanitas.
Those who take this book in hand shall find their eyes shining with the same blue light as mine, and will become bringers of death upon all vampire kind!
One of those anime that takes a different spin on vampires, we join Noe, a young vampire that searches for the Book of Vanitas. He then encounters a human named Vanitas, and in his hands is the very book that he searches for. It's a pretty interesting anime as it has humans fighting for the survival of vampires, and vampires themselves don't seem like man-eating monstrosities. I myself haven't completed the anime as yet, but I'm enjoying it so far, and it's on Hulu, so what else can you do but watch? Isekaiing its way onto our number 13 is the anime Overlord. Another explosive isekai, this anime follows a character known as Momonga, one of the 37 members who built the guild of Ainzul Gon within the game of Yggdrasil, an MMORPG that after 12 years is about to be shut down. He stays online, and when the game shuts down, he's transferred, everything seemingly becoming real. And now he spreads the name of Ainz to see if he could find other members of his guild in this new world. On his way, he decides, why not try to rule the world as well? What follows is a bloody scene filled with deception, power, and lots of boobs. I mean, overly powerful anime waifus. Phew, that was a close one. Up next at number 12 is Fire Force. Shinra is a third-generation pyrokinetic living in a world consumed by fire. After his family was wiped out, he decided to use his powers, the Devil's Footprints, to fight these fires. What ensues is an anime of beautiful sakuga, awesome fights, and lots of burning action. Coming down to the wire at number 11 is The Promised Neverland. Not every shonen anime has to be filled with supernatural powers and overly powerful, over-the-top protagonists and antagonists. The Promised Neverland is one of those anime that shows that you don't need all of that for an epic plot to be flushed out. These kids find out that they're being raised to be fed to demons, and now, as an act of survival, they plot their escape. Without knowing what the world has in store for them, they do their best to stay alive long enough to escape. It's filled with action, suspense, and heart-pounding, mouth-watering games of tag. Here we are at number 10, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Behold the world!
Let's join the Joestar family on their journey of weird and wacky adventures. Around every bend is a new threat they must overcome in some of the most grounded fight scenes that have ever graced our eyes in anime in a very long time. Compared to Hunter x Hunter, in a more over-the-top way, JoJo's is one of those anime that once it gets to sink its teeth into you, it never lets go. It's an ongoing series that you can truly binge watch and enjoy, trust me. At number 9, Tokyo Ghoul. Ken Kaneki is a shut-in introvert who meets this waifu, a weeb's every dream, only to find out she's a sick sadistic ghoul who wants to eat him alive. Like all waifus, right? Tragedy strikes, she is killed, and his organs gets replaced with hers. Join his new adventure at being a rare one-eyed ghoul with some questionable choices in fashion. It's one of those anime that when the opening starts, you just let it go. You don't skip it, you just let it go. Listen to that beautiful melody. So why not give it a go on Hulu today? One of the longest running anime series is up next at number 8, One Piece. Join Luffy on his adventure to become the greatest Pokemon master of all time. That doesn't seem right. Hold on. I seem to have my absurdly long anime series crossed there for a moment. There we go. So Luffy is a pirate and he and his crew fight bad guys. That's pretty much it. One, if not the most popular anime series of all time, this anime has become a staple for fans for many years. One of the original big three, this anime doesn't seem to be going anywhere anytime soon. And with over 800 episodes, your Hulu membership would be more than used to its max even if you let this anime play in the background 24/7 for an entire year. Maybe that's exaggerating it a little bit. At our number 7, Black Clover.
How many more of these magic blasts do you think you could suffer before you die?
Arguably one of the biggest anime of all time, Black Clover has shattered many records for its anime and manga. Join Asta and Yuno, the Naruto and Sasuke of their world, only with a better relationship. These two orphans strive to become the Wizard King. Yuno, born with incredible magical abilities, uses his wind magic to blow away the competition in star-studded awe. He joins the most powerful magical guild and now almost nothing stands in his way. Nothing except his rival and fellow orphan, Asta. Born without any magical ability or sex appeal, he chases Yuno. He works twice as hard, and even without having magical abilities, he then gets his own grimoire which erases magic and joins the worst magical guild of all time, the Black Bulls. This is one of those classic shonen anime filled with fights and will leave your jaw on the floor. If you haven't watched as yet, you've got over 100 episodes to immerse yourself into this magical world. At number 6, High School of the Dead. For some reason, this anime reminds me of High School DxD. I really did enjoy watching it. It wasn't really trying to change the genre, but it brought with it something that I can't quite put my hands on why it's so melon-like. The story follows the survivors of a zombie outbreak. Did I mention they were high schoolers who, for some reason, know how to use guns and advanced weaponry? I guess Call of Duty wasn't put to waste after all. It's a pretty great anime and you should definitely give it a try, but please remember, they're just high schoolers. Breaking into the top 5, Danganronpa.
Awesome! Huh? Trust me, just do it!
An anime released in 2013 based on the popular video game of the same name. It follows a group of high schoolers trapped in an academy by a weird bear-like creature. The only way to escape? Kill your fellow students. This anime is filled with suspense and action and heart-poundingly hard decisions that would break any teenager. I wouldn't want to be any one of these teens. Yikes. At our number 4, Your Lie in April. I recently started watching this anime and the first thing that I can say about it is that it's both beautiful in sakuga and story. It follows Kosei, a genius, famous child musician who loses his mother and now sees the world in monochrome and not being able to hear the piano. We follow his journey of self-discovery. Without giving much away about the story, it has more twists than you think and hits closer to home for anyone. It's a story that you can easily understand, and before you know it, you'll find yourself invested in his development and story. So give it a try and see. You'll be rightly surprised. At number 3, Fruits Basket. Not to be confused with its more questionable counterpart. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. This story is another one of loss. Toru Honda, loses her mother and her place in the world as well. She moves from place to place and now finds herself living in a tent and now has to support herself. It's a beautiful story filled with heartbreaking and heartwarming moments. This anime shows the depths of loss and how we all deal with it differently. You'll be sure to shed a tear in how honest it keeps itself with tough subject matters, but has comedy to make you smile as well. It's really a good watch, so you should definitely give it a chance. At our number 2, K-On!
School here! Please join the tennis club. The judo club's better. Please join the tea ceremony club. Please join the advocate club.
Let's follow the all-girls private high school, Sakuragoka High School's music club, and see what they're up to. One of those growing up stories. We now watch these girls hang out, have fun, and learn to play from their heart. This coming-of-age anime was released back in 2011, but so far has 2 seasons going strong. So why not give your Hulu subscription a run for its money and give this anime a watch?
Have you ever thought to yourself, hey, what if I was a shark? I could consume anything I want and be the terror of the sea. Well, you might not be able to be a real shark in the real world, but here's the next best thing, a cyber shark. The only thing stopping you is that region block on your favorite site or streaming app. But hey, there's hope.
With Surfshark VPN.
Be the aggressive consumer that you are and not be stopped by such a thing as a region block when it comes to your favorite shows. I got more out of every single website by simply changing my location with one of over 3,200 different servers on any device without ever slowing me down. In the last month, I've binge watched everything I could, like the true cyber great white that I should be, but then, of course, there was nothing else to watch, so I simply switched my location to Canada, and now I'm able to watch even more. And now, exclusively using our referral link, you can save over 80% on your membership. That's $2 a month. Come on, $2 a month? That's insane for all the features that you get. No joke, Surfshark is one of the best VPNs out there and the cheapest as well. You can't lose. It's an absolute win-win for you. So go, live your dream of being the biggest, baddest shark on the 7 seas and consume whatever program or feature you want in every website without being stopped or slowed down or even have to worry about security at all. Be the best you. Use the link in the description to start your membership today. And remember, every time you use one of our links, you support the channel to grow even better to bring you some of the best anime content out there. So go on, sign up your membership today. Now, back to the video. I bet you're really loving this video. Here's a great way that you can support us. Like, share, and subscribe to get notified of when we post new content. To actually get notified, click on that notification bell. Now back to the video. And at our number 1, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Did you know that girl is a demon? And not much to look at. Nezuko? You gotta be out of your mind! Who would look at Nezuko and think she's ugly? She was the most beautiful girl in our whole town, you know that?
One of the best shonen anime in a very long time and rated #1 anime for Crunchyroll's 2019 Best Anime Awards, Demon Slayer is available on Hulu as well. Season 2 is slated for release, so why not catch up? Tanjiro Kamado's family was killed and his sister turned into a man-eating monstrosity. He now joins the Demon Slayer Corps in an attempt to turn her human once more. This adventure is filled with emotionally unstable demons, insane humans, and even people wearing pig heads. If you haven't seen the show as yet, it is a top pick and it is available on Hulu. Have you been enjoying this video? Check out this recent video and even some of our playlists. And remember to subscribe and ring that notification bell to get notified of when we upload new videos.